Friends, what's up today? A very special video. We're visiting Analog Revelations in Barcelona and we'll be making a large format selfie, so to speak, and then developing the negatives and making prints live. I'm super excited. I've had no contact points with the whole large format subject so far, just as little as working in the darkroom developing negatives or making prints. That's why I'm super excited. Dear Miguel has already explained a bit about the topic to us. He will introduce himself again shortly. Roughly speaking, this is basically the precursor to what we've already seen at Autophoto. So before the photo booth, so to speak, how portraits were created back then. And I am really excited about the whole process and would say now let me first introduce the dear Miguel.
It's Miguel Navarro and I've created this Revelaciones Analògicas, which is a kind of a studio lab where I replicate the process that was going on just before the photomaton. I am a technician of the photomaton in Barcelona, the analog photomaton that are in Barcelona, that you have seen it and tested already. And yeah, I'm offering the people the chance of having an experience, an analog photographic experience, just by coming here and taking a self-portrait with a studio camera and then develop the film, color or black and white, and afterwards just printing, hand print the copies of the portraits. Well, this is an incredible camera which was designed by a Spanish person from Murcia. He was called Ángel Navarro. We share the surname, but we are not, family. So he created this machine which is made fully with metal, which was very unusual by the time, and it is a really precise studio camera, and at the same time it looks like very heavy, but it moves like wind. It's just like a poem, I have to say. So it's really nice to be shot with this camera. So yeah, as a studio camera, all the controls are in the lens, the speed, the diaphragm, the F, and the shooter as well. It's very straightforward camera. We are going to use a 6x9 chassis, and the way it works is that we are going to put the focus there, so that is 6x9. I'm going to open, so this is a way to see it. So now it's open and then it's in 4:5.
This is the focusing screen, and if you have the focus ready, you're going to push through.
Exactly. You move once it's ready. The thing is that, because you are sitting, it's going to be okay. So sometimes I do it with people stand up and, although I say, okay, you can move, but not too much. So we are very close. So we are going to change that. So here it is. This camera was very famous in the studio for portraits in the 50s, 60s, 70s, even 80s as well. So everything is really precise. Every movement that you are making is a degree. You can notice this degree going forwards or backwards. So here it's 100% in focus. One of the experience is based in a historical product that was very famous at the beginning of the 20th century. So it was called or known as a sticky bags, which were the first stage that what we knew afterwards as a photomaton. So this is part of my collection of sticky bags. It was used massively as a picture for carrying in the wallet or also for identification. So people went to the studio and they were shooting themselves, so maybe an operator was taking the portrait, but the scale of the operation was just to do as much images possible at the cheapest. So that race of doing it the cheapest has been in photography since the first day. So till now that it might be, not analog, but digital, it's just free somehow. So yeah, it is based in that particular moment, and I've increased the experience just offering to the people the chance of going to the lab, developing the film, going to the lab and printing the image. So you can do the whole thing here and in color or in black and white. And now we are going to do it in color. So I think it's the nicest pipeline. We are going to use this chassis, which is an incredible, clever chassis. And we are going to load it with a portrait, 160. So the nice thing of this chassis is that you can check in which number you are through this system, which at the beginning I thought that maybe it would be problematic just for, you know, the light coming in, but it's really, really well done. It works. So we have a similar system with the chassis in the photomaton, but somehow it doesn't work. So we have to cover it with black tape, but here it really works. So you have to keep this position. I'm gonna find the focus again. Perfect.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'm gonna leave that one here. So yeah, here it is. I'm gonna measure the light. So it's 160 ISO. It has a funny sound. Maybe it's too much. Let's see. Let me see. 22.5. Okay. Let's do it.
Wow. 22. That's what? Yeah.
Let's do it in here, in that one.
Yeah.
Closer to the skin. Okay, we are more or less. So it's gonna be okay. And now in front of you, your nose. So let's see. It's okay. I'm gonna shut in 22. So that's the.
How wide? How close can you do the aperture? Like 22 maximum?
No. I mean the closest is 45.
Oh, okay.
And 4.5 completely open. That is what I was using yesterday for the paper, because the paper has 3 ISO.
Yeah.
So it's very crazy. You have to be very open, a lot of light.
Yeah.
We are gonna go to 22. We are gonna load the camera. I'm gonna try once. So, okay. You know, in the old times, we could use Polaroid.
Yeah.
So we could do it now again, but not with this camera.
Yeah. All right.
That's yours. So, and now you are in your own. Okay, so I'm gonna be here just for loading the camera and passing the film. So it's.
All right. How many takes? It's 8, right?
Yeah, it's about maybe 10.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you some intimacy.
Yeah.
That's the key. You did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like...
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to pass the film.
Ah.
So now now is a double inspection.
Yeah.
Which is, why not, no?
Yeah.
So
We'll see what comes out of it. It feels like a photo booth, but with more self-control. Like you have a little bit more preparation before the shot is coming.
extra time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I love it. I never did some like self-portraits in the studio environment,
Yeah.
even with my own camera, because I think alone it's hard to set up or a little harder. But yeah, like this is awesome.
Yeah, it's different. No? So let me go to the dark one. I'm gonna put it on the tank. So I have to do it in the darkness again. So, and then once it's done, we are gonna mix the chemical and then we are gonna do the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay? So this This is a position of 120. This piece and that piece. So I'm going to set up the chemicals for the color. That one goes in here. I'm going to just look for the stuff. It's like cooking. So it could be a spaghetti.
Yeah.
Developer. Here. Page.
So now you're heating the chemicals.
Yes, and just reaching the 38 degrees. So before the chemical starts, you have to warm up the tank and the film as well. That's something that everybody can do at home or in a studio. I mean, if you don't want to industrialize, the developing, it's something really, really manageable. Right, so that's optimal. Now I will have 5 minutes in order to get the developer correctly in 38, but I would say that it's enough time just to achieve it. Here, there is also that situation about sensors. Let's say, the sensor here says one thing and that one says another thing. There is a kind of difference, but this tolerance, it's accepted by the film somehow, because the sensor says 37, so it's just adding 30 seconds.
Yeah, just seeing the time go up.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the machine is also calculating in like the temperature difference and stuff. That's like super good, because you don't have to know anything.
Exactly. And now we are just in the developer stage, and afterwards I'm gonna rinse a little bit, 30 seconds with water, and then I'm gonna put the edge. Right, so that's done.
While the good Miguel is busy mixing the chemistry here, I would like to take the opportunity to thank you for this extraordinary experience. If you are ever in Barcelona, definitely check out Miguel. Write to him on Instagram, he will definitely be linked here. If you feel like doing a workshop yourself or just making prints, he looks forward to everyone who stops by, and we will definitely film something with Miguel again in the future. In that spirit, definitely stop by.
Yeah, perfect. Nice. The wind will dry.
Give 10 minutes of this thing. Let's see.
That's super nice. Ah, that's a double exposure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, that one's quite good. I like when the cable is visible.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, the grain of portrait is really thin. So in order to get the focus, you have to have the grain visible. So you notice grain. Sometimes very difficult to find it. Okay, I'm gonna open the light. It's just okay. So I am somehow it's very dense. So I'm gonna put 16, and then we are gonna make stripes of 4 seconds. So the way that that works is that, you know, I put the paper and then I start just doing time, and then I'm just covering and adding seconds. So we will have a sequence and we will determine density. At the same time, maybe we are going to start just seeing also, you know, the corrections that we should do, but first thing is density.
All right.
So yeah, so let's do it. First thing is just to find out the density, but at the same time we are going to look at the color correction. So in order to help for this operation, there is this super useful color pin viewing filter kit that allows you to see in advance the correction that you have to make. So if the copy comes too blue, so yellow absorbs blue, so you can put that in front of the image physically, and then you can see if it works or not, or doesn't. And in here it says you have to subtract or you have to add. So it's very handy. So you'll see it in action. So this is the mouth, and it's fits 70, if I remember well, but I've never been as big as that. So I noticed that hole here, and then I put the paper in there. Alright. Here it is. Here you are.
That's super slick.
It's really nice pose.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. So it's like
You see it?
yeah.
That's.
So really nice.
Yeah, it's, well, we'll try to clean it. Let's say 8 to start with, and that has, I think it needs magenta. That one, so magenta. So if you want to come here, you will see, you will be able to see. I mean, if you take the ear, you know, and
Yeah.
it cleans, and also with the white, that would be 5. That would be 10. I mean, 10, it's worth to do it. It's fine, so I'm gonna just write down what we have there. Sometimes, you know, I have another combination to start with, but I was just doing the other one.
Yeah.
And this is Portra starting point-ish, more or less. So it's 80 yellow and 35 magenta. And that was 4, 4, 4, and so on. So yeah, add more magenta. So we are going to have 35, let's say 10, 25. Yeah, and because we are opening, we should close down the timing, but I'm going to just leave it in 8, and we'll see what comes from there. So we are going to repeat the thing. Yeah, from here you can go now to details, no?
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to go to more yellowy, less yellowy, but we are just in.
Also the resolution.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that setup, that hardware is just. This camera is beautiful. Look.
Oh my god.
I think it
The
doesn't.
color.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious about, you know, because the hand is catching a lot of lighting. So we are gonna do one now and just analyze if we need to do something there or not.
Wait. Oh man. That's super sick.
Beautiful.
I love the colors.
Yeah. Yeah, the color
So
palette
much
is
detail.
so nice. And also the density of the hand, it's okay. So it's not super white. So you have information there. Really, you're gonna.
Wow. Yeah, that's great.
Oh wow. Sick, super sick.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It's been very nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've had the time really to explain the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Also for me, I didn't have any clue what's going on today, so yeah, I'm so stunned and I'm so excited for the video as well.
Fantastic.
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
And you even have time for your flight. So
We even can catch the flight. That's
beautiful.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Super happy to bring that home.
Nice.
Really.
Definitely got a pretty cool impression today of how everything works in a studio like this. Taking self-portraits with this really incredible camera was truly extraordinary. So
Somehow something completely new in terms of feeling, to be in front of the camera and still somehow have control over the shutter. And now afterwards the whole printing, the developing super cool insights, especially here, the whole developing showed me or took away some of my apprehension about doing it myself. Many thanks to Miguel for making all this possible. Look me.
The good Miguel will definitely also make a few prints or even a contact print and send the whole thing to us later. This will definitely be shown in the video now because the two of us are now on our way to the airport, on our way home. Still, it was an amazing opportunity. Also feel free to check out the other videos created in Barcelona, and if you enjoy all the content, definitely leave a subscription and a like. Feel free to comment on what you think about all of this, and then I would say we'll see each other in the next video, and until then grab a film, a camera, go out and take some cool shots. Bye.
Nächsten Video und bis dahin schnappt euch einen Film, eine Kamera, geht raus und macht ein paar coole Shots.